Okay, we are live again. I was broadcasting this before, but my internet died, so I'm restarting this. I'm going to start in a few seconds. Real quick, my name is Dr. Joe McCullough. I'm the physics program chair here at Cabrillo College, and I love to use magic in my classroom. Hello there. I'm an amateur magician and starting to try and use more magic in the classroom. And I think that everybody should know at least one magic trick. And I'm going to teach you one that's really easy to do. And it's impromptu. And all you need are 2 quarters. But while people are still joining, I want to show you another pretty cool magic trick. This one is called the poker test. And if you like it, I'll tell you where to get it at the end. So what I'm going to do is show you 5 cards, front and back, and then I'm going to ask you 3 simple questions. So first, here are the cards. There's the backs of the cards. There's the fronts of the cards. Back of the cards, front of the cards. One more time, back of the cards, front of the cards. So 3 simple questions. 1, how many cards were there or are there? Anybody have an answer? How many cards are there? 8. Keep in mind, this is called the 5-card poker test. The answer is 5. Second question is, top card is blank. What is the bottom card? Top card is blank. What is the bottom card? And the answer is blank. Ace of spades. Ace of spades. And the very final question, what is the color of the backs of the cards? What is the color of the backs of the cards? Hey, from Puerto Rico. And the answer is, you are correct, not blue, red. But don't worry, if you miss this, you probably also missed the fact that I have a royal flush. I love this trick. If you want to know how to do it, the trick is called Poker Test 2.0, and you can get it from Penguin Magic. It's a crazy trick, super easy to do, and doesn't really require much sleight of hand. But let me show you the trick that I wanted to teach today. So this is the very first trick I learned, very first trick I showed my friends. So all you need are 2 quarters. I'm not using Photoshop. So I've got 2 quarters. What I'm going to do is take those quarters and just turn my hand over. 1, 2, 3. Nothing happened. Why did nothing happen? It's because I did not say the magic words. Let's try this one more time. Quarter in each hand. Give this hand a little rub. Blow it. Say abracadabra, and it jumps from one hand to the next. Are you going to throw it into the other hand? You gave away the answer. The way you do this trick is just a little practice, but what happens is what's really cool about this is the hand is faster than the eye. I have videotaped this and watched it, and if you practice, you can do this fast enough that there's no way you'd ever see it. So let me show you in slow motion what's happening, and then show you how you can practice this. So what you're actually doing is you're tossing this quarter from one hand to the next. But if you do it fast enough, do a little rub. You can even use a little time misdirection, which means don't open your hands up right away. So what I'd like to do is first say I have 2 quarters, turn them over, ask them how many quarters is in each hand. You lift it up and it's just 1 quarter in each hand. And then I say, well, the reason is I didn't say the magic word abracadabra. And then to do it again, what you're gonna do is it helps to place this quarter on your outside 2 fingers, because then when you turn your hand over, you're naturally going to be throwing it. And you can still, if you practice enough, turn it over without throwing it. But when you want to practice this, I'd recommend just having 1 quarter in a hand and then just turning and tossing it over. Turning it and tossing it over. And then I can't really zoom out with this, but you can get good enough so that you can actually have your hands pretty far away So right now they're not that far away. You may have been able to see that. The closer together they are, didn't say the magic word. Try this again. Abracadabra, jumps from one hand to the next. So again, the way I would practice this is, one, just start with 1/4, start slow, turn your hand over, toss it. Toss it. And you can probably see, it's kind of hard to actually see the quarter. I recommend actually watching the replay and trying to actually look at it. You can even do it in slow motion. If you throw this fast enough, it will go faster than the eye can see. So one more time. I've got 2/4, turn a quarter over. I still have 1/4 in each hand because I didn't say the magic word. Let's try this one more time. Got a quarter in each hand. Give it a little rub, a little blow. It jumps from one hand to the next. Super easy magic trick, super cool, and the great thing, it's impromptu. So somebody says, do you have a magic trick you can show me? Just take 2/4. Of course, I'm not too coordinated enough to throw it and catch it, and your hands never leave the bottom of the rail. You don't need to be that coordinated to do it. So literally, start off with just 1/4, and what you can do is actually toss it so it hits first. So you toss it like that. Toss it like that. And then, as you get better, you can start to get your hands farther apart, turn it over, and it jumps from one to the next. Hope you guys liked that. Just real quick, my name is Dr. Joe McCullough. I'm the physics program chair at Cabrillo College in Santa Cruz, California, and I've made a 1-year commitment to get on Periscope every single day and do a scope, and these scopes are going to deal with some fun magic, but mostly the brain and how we learn, some incredible life hacks, and also some great personal development tips. I'm also going to be throwing in some pretty cool physics demonstrations that are going to blow your mind, and some pretty cool magic tricks. I'm an amateur magician, so I don't know a ton, but I'm totally willing to get on camera, mess up the tricks, show them to you. If you think that might be fun for you, please swipe to the right. If you're on an iPhone, swipe straight up. If you're on an Android, and follow me, I guarantee the next year these scopes are going to educate, entertain, and inspire. So one more quick time for those of you. I've had 3 brain surgeries, so this is going to be interesting. Please. So one, I'm not an expert on any kind of brain surgery or things like that, but I've taken a lot of neuroscience. I train teachers on brain-based teaching techniques, and I train students how to learn faster. So real quick, one more time, here is the trick for those of you that are late following. So you've got 2/4. Place 1/4 in each hand, and what you're going to do is just turn them over, ask how many quarters do I have in each hand, and obviously the answer is 1 in each hand, but that's because I haven't said the magic words, abracadabra. So let's try this again, doing the magic words. I got a 1/4 in each hand, turn it over, give it a little rub, say the magic words, abracadabra, and it jumps from this hand to that hand. And again, the reason this works is all you're literally doing is taking this 1/4 in this hand and throwing it and catching it. So you're going to turn your hand over. Pretty cool, huh? I've done this trick so many times filming it to try and see it, and the fact is the hand is faster than the eye. And even filming this and watching it in slow motion, now I haven't been practicing this, but when I first started, I practiced this a lot. I filmed it using not my iPhone, but a flip camera, and then I watched it frame by frame, and literally if you do this fast enough, you cannot catch it on video. Now you may be seeing it because I haven't done it in a while, but again, what you're doing is you're taking this 1/4 and throwing it into the other hand, but doing it fast enough so that you cannot see. And then the other thing you want to keep in mind, Scotch and soda, very great trick. Other thing you want to keep in mind is time misdirection. So don't just take the 1/4, toss them, and then open it up. What you want to do is take the 1/4, toss them, you can rub your hand a bit, you can make it seem like it's going from one hand to the next, but then after a few seconds, open your hand up slow and say it jumped from one to the other. well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be showing more magic tricks, doing some cool physics demos, but most importantly, I'm going to be teaching you how to take what you know and one of the reasons I'm getting on here is to get more comfortable in front of the camera. Even though I teach physics, I've been teaching physics forever, I train teachers, I hold trainings for students, I haven't been super comfortable talking to an iPhone. We didn't see it. Do it again. Okay, one last time and then I am signing out. So you've got 2 quarters. What you're going to do is, one, just turn the quarters over. Nothing happens. You've got a quarter in each hand still. What you can say is the reason nothing happened is because I didn't say the magic words. And then when you do it again, you're going to rub, say abracadabra, and it jumps from one hand to the other. And the way you do this is you're literally just throwing this quarter from one hand to the other. And here's what it looks like in slow motion. It's kind of hard to do in slow motion. But you'll see that even in slow motion, it's kind of hard to see that you're throwing the quarter. And I invite you to download this if you can and actually watch it on video. So what you're doing is, I recommend placing the quarter right here so that when you turn your hand, you're actually throwing it, and then just practice. Got it. Whoops, didn't work that time, froze up, sorry. Give it a little rub, blow, abracadabra, and there you go. Okay, well that is it for today. My name is Joe. I hope you've enjoyed this. And let me just say, I didn't create this magic trick. I found it online from Scam School. And the actual title, if you want to look it up, is Dan Martin Vanishing Coin Trick. Great trick, and if you don't know about Scam School, he teaches some really fun magic, bar magic, things like that. Joe is the best magician. I highly doubt that, but thank you so much. I appreciated you watching me, and I hope to check you all out tomorrow. If you've enjoyed this, please follow me. I'm going to be sharing some really great scopes over the next year. Okay, that's it. Happy Sunday from Santa Cruz, California.